Today we are reacting to Celine Dion, My Heart Will Go On.
So it's safe to say that we're about to get a heart on?
Yes. Be prepared, guys. We're going to be pitching a tent here any second now.
It's not what I meant, dude. I meant like my heart was going to go on.
Oh, it's going to start beating.
Overflowing with love.
Yeah, well, I don't want your heart to
Weirdo.
beat too fast. You're getting old, dude. You might have a
That
heart
is
attack.
true.
All right, no more jokes, though. On a real note, you're familiar with the song.
Yeah.
You were singing it. I don't know it. I mean, you said it's from Titanic, right?
Yeah.
I saw that movie maybe once when I was like way too
You
young
genuinely
to watch
don't
it.
really know this song? Get out of here. You're a liar.
I know like the chorus.
Okay.
I know like the main part, but I've never heard this song. I'm like really unfamiliar with Celine Dion in general.
I gotta say, this is one of those guilty pleasure songs, especially when this came out when I was like a young man, like into hip hop. But it would come on as like one of those things that you just are blasting, you're like singing it, and then your friend walks up and goes, oh,
Turn it down.
yeah, you're just like,
Yo.
what were you doing, man?
Yeah.
You know, just flipping through stations trying to find some like,
Some hard shit.
yeah.
Yes. Well, guys, welcome to our channel. If this is your first time here, just know we're not like normal reaction channels. We are a lot cooler and sexier. My name's Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. We are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right. And let's stop yapping. Let's get to this. I'm excited.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. Far across the distance and spaces between us, you have come to show you. Go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you're here in my heart, and my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime, and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life, will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on.
Oh, got choked up there. Holy shit.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
I did
There's wildfires. It's smoky in here.
that got me. No, I'm man enough to admit that I was just crying a little bit on that one. That was just so beautiful.
It is the
That
ultimate.
got me, dude.
Yeah. It's a triumphant, sad love song. Is how I take it.
It's like this true love song that encapsulates like this, you know, a bittersweet love that ends in a loss, like the grieving, but also the strong love. Honestly, it's probably one of the most beautifully constructed love songs of all time. And I mean, I don't know, man. I've never personally dealt with like losing somebody that I loved romantically, but I feel like this song probably got so many people through like tough deaths, grieving of people they
See,
love.
I take it as like a song that it's like for a loved one that could be like a parent, anybody in your life that you just love, that you have that connection to, that you lose. That's how I took it.
Yeah, same. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. There was just this feeling behind it. It was just it had just such a romantic tone to it. Maybe it's just because she's just so stunningly beautiful and easy on the eyes. But
Yeah, definitely doesn't hurt.
yeah,
You know?
great song, great songwriting. The instrumentation is beautiful. That flute,
Yeah,
it's just so iconic. That's gonna be stuck in my head forever.
I know. It gives almost like Celtic vibes or something.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah, I feel like this is a song, like for me, when I think about, I've never really lost anybody that I'm really close to, like immediate family, you know, like a father, mother, anything like that, brother. So there's like a piece of that I can't necessarily relate to on a personal level, but I can, you know, my ex, she lost her father, right? And it was, even just from my distance, it was, I would say, powerful. Like, this might sound weird, but we knew that he wasn't doing well. And it was actually Valentine's Day weekend. And he was admitted to the hospital. We went and we saw him in the hospital. And we were like, hey, we're going to go out and, like, you know, enjoy our weekend together. And we went and we celebrated and, you know, did, you know, all the lovely Valentine's Day things. And, you know, he was still in the hospital. And I remember it was like the Sunday, maybe like the day after that, or, you know, at most like a day or two after he was still in the hospital. They were going back and forth and visiting. And she was in the shower and we got the call. And so everybody's like kind of like going through their grieving. They're like, hey, just like let her, don't bombard her with that, you know. And everybody kind of like walked outside and she came out and she's like, he's gone. And we're like, who told her? And she's like, yeah, he came to me in the shower and like talked to me. Like it like chokes me up because she was like, you know, I know he's gone. Like he came and talked to me and like, you know, just like experiencing that and seeing it. Like I'm not a very woo person that is like inclined. I can be a little bit too analytical at times. I've been told that before, but you know, there was no doubt in my mind, the way that she came out, what she said, you know, the way that she handled it. And, you know, she's like, I know he's in a better place. He's going to be okay. And, you know, I was like, how do you know that? Like, how did you know that? It's like, if it wasn't, you know, that, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it's BS, maybe it's coincidence, whatever. That's not how I took it. And so that's what I relate to with this song is like, wherever you are, you know, she was like, I just saw him. He was in this place that was lit up. He said, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. Like, you know, one of the most powerful, even though it wasn't me directly, like experiences of just like having her communicate that to me. And it switched my thinking in the world. Cause like I said, I kind of grew up like atheist and didn't have like a lot of belief in certain things. And that's one of the things that, you know, helped change my perspective on life is like, damn, that's incredible.
My mom's super into that. She says she talks to her parents all the time. They're both gone. So she talks to my dad. Sometimes I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know? And then the other night my mom was in town and we're like sitting there for dinner. And Camila literally just goes, you know, Grandpa Dan's sitting right here with us. And she doesn't even like know my dad's name. It's like weird. Like she's just like, oh, your dad. 'Cause she never like met him, you know? And it's like, And I'm like, okay, Mila. And my mom's like, no, she's probably right. He is. And I'm like,
So Silver, his name is Silverio. It's short for his grandfather, Silverio.
okay.
And he would do the same thing. He would just come to us and be like, da-da-da. We were like, who are you talking to? He's like, oh, Grandpa Silver. For like a while, honestly, there was a part of it that was kind of scary because like we would hear him talking and playing and laughing. And we were like, who are you talking to? He's like, oh, it's Grandpa Silver.
And part of you's like, is that their imagination or is there something bigger
Look,
than
again, it's like one of those things where it's like you could choose whatever belief system you want. I chose to believe because, I mean, what's the downside of taking that on as a belief that
Exactly,
your
yeah.
ancestors are communicating and that they're reaching out to their loved ones and to their grandchildren that they don't really know and laughing and having a good time. And people talk about it. They say that that children there's a thinner veil, you know, between the real world and the spirit world. And as we get older, that, you know, we take on all this stuff that disconnects us from our spiritual beings. You know, some people look at that and be like, hey, that's woo woo. I was one of those people for most of my life, but through having experiences like that and seeing, you know, interactions like that with my son and with my ex, I'm like, to me, it's a much more beautiful and amazing and magical world to be in that space where
I
you're
agree,
like,
100%.
you know,
and even if you're not, I know we're getting a little off topic here, but even if you're not in that mindset, like what I learned is like a lot of people around me were, and it comforted them and it made them feel like at peace and happy. And like by my younger years, I'd be like, you're an idiot. Like, what are you talking about? And I just learned like, no, like even if I'm not convinced or I don't believe it, like I just roll with it as well. And I try to choose to as well. And I'm going to make this so quick. Don't have a story or anything, but, you know, like I believe a lot in like quantum theory and different universes and different, you know, everything's super connected in ways that we have no idea. And I think that plays a big part into things too. And I consider myself in a realm a Christian. So my beliefs are all over the place, but I'm starting to try to lean towards that as well. And I do think this song is beautiful because it is like a message to somebody that you've lost, like getting that message out there. I think that kind of brings it back full circle. But
yeah, the near, far, wherever you are, it's like such a simple line, but to me, that's why I connect it to like the spiritual realm, because there's that component where you don't know. You don't know, like wherever you are, like, I don't know, like I want to believe, but as human beings, let's just be honest. Sometimes it's hard to have faith. Sometimes it's hard to believe. So that line of like, wherever you are is that like, wherever you are, like near, far, wherever you are, like I'm still connected to you. Like I still feel that connection, whether you want to call it heaven, the afterworld, like whatever it is, like I can't explain it, but I still feel that connection. And yeah, that's where it's like, this might be rambling and like, you know, if you're still here, we appreciate you. But I think that's a testament to like the song, is that being able to bring up this type of conversation. And then I'll just leave it with this, because I was very, like I went to the church and like had faith, and then like I had experiences there that like I just felt like a lot of the people in the church that I was going to were kind of small-minded and, you know, kind of shut my questioning down, and it really just gave me a bad taste. And so I had this like opposite view, plus my dad's atheist and is like very against religion. So I took a lot of that on. But then as I got older, you know, I used to think faith was like stupid. Like you're stupid for believing in fairy tales. I used to look down on people. And as I've gotten older, I was like, you know, faith is courageous.
yeah,
There's a courage to having faith.
and it's comforting when you actually have faith. Like there's a comfort to it that makes the world just so much less cynical. And
yeah, I mean that's true. I just had this take of like, you are like, you believe in fairy tales, you're dumb, you haven't done enough research, you don't trust the science. Like, you know, I had a very dim view of it, negative view, and what I've realized is that people who have faith, it's just a tremendous act of courage, because it doesn't mean that you don't have doubts. It doesn't mean that, you know, and there was a Christian person who told me this, and we were having conversations, but he was one of those dudes that's like not preachy. One of the rare Christians, that like his actions, the way he lived his life, made me want to like looked up to him in certain regards, and I was like, yeah, that's like you are living Christianity through your being and not through your words and what you tell, and you know. And so we had these conversations. He's like, yeah, I have, you know, doubts all the time. He's like, I am constantly doubting. I constantly question myself. I'm constantly questioning my faith, but that's part of, you know, having faith is that you know, regardless of your questions, you're so like, I choose to believe. And there was something about that conversation where I was like, oh yeah, it really is an act of courage to say like, hey, I'm going to trust in this without having all the answers and indisputable proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so near, far, wherever you are, I hope you enjoyed this reaction and our ramblings. Who knew that this was going to bring out tears and philosophical debates about the meaning of life and quantum theory?
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and join us on this journey. Subscribe, baby. I mean, we post every single day. We started off this video joking, talking about hard-ons, and we ended talking about Christianity and how brave it is to have faith in a higher power.
Yep.
So you really get it all on this channel,
The
baby.
roller coaster.
Thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you on the next one. Peace.